Back in business, nearly 1 year after a fire ripped through the historic Broad Street Market in Harrisburg, several vendors are open to customers once again. Thanks for joining us for Fox 43 News at 5. I'm Amy Lutz. It's a day that has been months in the making as the market's temporary tent structure opened to the public today. But there are still some concerns about the future of the original brick building, which caught fire last July. And Fox 43's Alyssa Kratz is joining us live from Harrisburg now with the story. Alyssa.
Hey there, Amy. Yeah, a lot of excitement in the air here today. Now, between the stone building and the temporary tent there across the street, there are 24 vendors open for business here at the market, some of which have not been able to fully sell all of their goods since that fire last summer. But remember, of course, this tent just a temporary solution. It buys the city some time as it has vowed to rebuild the brick building here behind me, but still a lot of questions about when that could happen. Vendors inside the Broad Street Market's temporary tent are back in business.
Without our local support, this never would have happened.
But across the street, the future of the charred brick building remains in limbo. The City of Harrisburg has vowed to rebuild, but doing so is proving challenging.
If we don't get this started, the deterioration from the sun and from the rain and from the snow last year, and then here we go again with the weather this summer. So I'm just concerned about what it's going to do.
A construction manager handpicked by the mayor's administration for the project was shot down by City Council earlier this month. Council citing equity and diversity issues to justify its rejection, a decision Mayor Williams calls reckless.
It's not about being diversified. It's about doing the right thing, making sure that you read the right information, and some of them are not informed enough. And if they weren't informed enough, they could have come to me and talked to me about any questions that they have.
State lawmakers are also voicing concerns. Representatives Dave Madsen and Patty Kim wrote a letter to City Council saying its decision could cost the market state funding.
Just wanted to make them aware that there's a tight window here in terms of state resources and just to hopefully get a decision soon.
The Democratic legislators are working through negotiations to get money for the rebuild included in the state budget, which is expected to pass next month.
It doesn't feel like Harrisburg until you have a Saturday where you're in the market, shuffling around, buying your goods, interacting with your friends, grabbing some lunch. And so we want to bring that back as soon as possible.
Because the city must go back to the drawing board to find a construction manager, any potential funding could be delayed to the next budget cycle.
We're always going to try and help no matter what, but it does make things a little bit more complicated.
We're in productive meetings right now, so we're going to try to work something out. And then if not, if council sees fit that they want to vote it down, they have to answer to the residents.
And the city says that council's current decision could push the rebuild back 4 to 6 months. Now, we did try to reach out to all 7 members of City Council today asking for comment for this story, but we did not hear back from any of them.
Now, Alyssa, based on what you know about this story, do you think there's a chance City Council would reconsider its decision?
Yeah, Amy, so it is possible. The topic is expected to come up at next Tuesday's meeting. That's the next time City Council is scheduled to meet. From what we're hearing, it's about 50-50 on which way a potential revote could go.
All right, we will have to wait and see what happens. Alyssa Kratz, live today. Thanks so much.